Welcome to Off the Rack, I'm Sal.
I'm Ethan.
And I'm Ben.
Today we're doing, I think, the last issue of Superman Unchained, number 9, from DC Comics by Jim Lee and Scott Snyder. Untethered to any other Superman story that we have read before or recently.
Well, because it started like a year ago, right?
Yeah. And mired in delays and all these other distractions, and so here we are finally wrapping up this story that we weren't really that well versed in the beginning, and makes no attempt to contextualize for us here at the end. So, initial thoughts on Superman Unchained number 9.
I thought it was much better than the previous Superman Unchained that we reviewed.
I thought, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, and I actually, to the extent that I actually kind of liked it. Especially Lex Luthor.
Oh, man.
He was great.
Lex Luthor's finally a villain in this book.
Yeah.
I liked this book more than most Superman books that I've read from the New 52, because he's actually goddamn Superman, kind of, in this book.
Kind of,
where he, is self-sacrificing, and...
He's not neck-snapping douchebag.
Yeah, he's not a murderous psychopath, or a demigod.
I love the flashbacks.
Oh, those are cool.
This was the best part of the book, were the flashbacks. The way that it was sort of blurred and hazy.
Yep.
It's like you're remembering it.
Yeah.
It's great.
I liked the flashbacks. I thought they were great character moments for Clark.
Yeah,
they're of course gorgeously drawn by Jim Lee. It's very reminiscent of what Jim Lee did with Hush when he did his flashbacks as well. Kind of like this watercolory, hazy, muddy kind of art. I loved it.
Well, it's ethereal in a way.
Yeah, it's like you're trying to remember a distant memory, so it's not all put together. The art was gorgeous, as per usual. It's Jim Lee. It's awesome. All the Armada, Superman, Lois, Batman, Wonder Woman. There's so much in there to enjoy.
Yeah.
Lex. There's so much in there to find cool and exciting that I was gripped, and I read the whole damn thing in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
There's also a lot of words in here, like the narration that goes on. There's a lot of text. There's a lot to read.
A lot of text,
but it works.
Yes, it's
Lex
worth
Luthor
reading.
keeps talking.
Lex Luthor characteristically never shuts up.
Yeah.
And I really
he gives
liked
this whole theory of Superman, and it's great.
Yeah, that was so great, and it was a great insight into his character, and it was finally something where I'm like, you seem to get these characters.
Yeah.
That's rare.
And this is just for me, because when I read, I like to really hear it in my head. I try to imagine voices saying it.
Yeah.
I was doing the Kevin Spacey Lex Luthor voice. For this Lex Luthor,
I buy
and
it.
it was awesome.
Oh, totally.
Interesting.
How would you guys feel? Is this a pass or a pickup?
Not having read the other books, I don't know, but I would think this would not be a disappointment. I thought it was a great book.
Yeah.
I don't know if it really tied up everything that was brought up in the story, of course, but if you haven't been, I don't know if there's much point in picking it up unless you just really want to see New 52 Superman do something kind of cool.
Yes.
You don't care about what brought us to this point. In that case, I'd say definitely it's a pickup.
Yeah, I agree that it's a pickup. I think it works. I thought it was okay, but it was much better than it started off. So obviously the story went somewhere and gained in levels. So that's a bonus.
I liked the interaction between Superman and Lois Lane.
Yeah,
There's
that
so
was
much in there that I liked and that built off of the beginning. So I think it is a pickup on the contingent that it needs to be in a trade, or at least you need to pick up everything. I wouldn't recommend picking it up by itself, just because there's not enough to tell you what's happening.
Yeah, you'd have to be okay with not knowing a lot of what they're talking about.
There's the whole linchpin at the end, which I don't want to spoil.
Right.
Is contingent on you knowing who that character is. And if you don't know who that is, then it doesn't help you at all.
Well, I mean, this was the other thing. When it ended, I was like, well, there's more, right?
It was definitely had a little bit of a rush at the end.
Yeah, it did kind of wrap up at the end there.
Yeah.
But overall, fun book. Superman
positive.
Unchained, not bad. Pick it up at your local comic book store. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Click the notification to see every episode off the rack we've ever done. I am Sal.
I'm Ethan.
And I'm Ben.
We'll see you next time.